All right. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. Peace be to you. We welcome you to the North Austin Muslim Community Center. We will have this course on Islam 101, the very basics of Islam. I begin first by praising the Almighty, the All-Knowing, the All-Merciful, the Lord of the worlds, and the peace and blessings be upon His prophets and messengers, from Adam to Noah, to Abraham, to Moses, to Jesus, and to their seal, Muhammad. So indeed, we're very excited to have you here, especially in these times where there's a war of images and messages, and in fact, to some extent, a war of minds and hearts. And so this course, the intention of it is just to inform. It really could be designed in another way, but it really was designed to be non-confrontational, informative. Of course, we welcome the tough questions, but at the end of the day, we just want to get to know each other a little bit better, and that's the main purpose for this course. Just a few basic items as you come in. I think everybody found their way. That's why you're here. If you didn't find your way, I guess you wouldn't be here. It'd be something like in the Twilight Zone. You're here, but you're not here. So I don't have to explain that. And we have basically the restrooms for the brothers are on this side here, and then for the sisters, it's just around here on this side. The course goes, or the class, each class goes until 8:30. We take a break around the prayer times. We have a last prayer time, which is at 7:45, which is in the mosque building there. So basically, around 7:40 or so, we'll take a break, and we'll also be serving the food at that time, and then we'll come back and finish the rest of the class until 8:30. As you probably have seen on the website, it's a 12-week course. We actually narrowed it down. It used to be 15. We tried to make it shorter. We may even continue to make it shorter, but we'll see how it works. We encourage you to come for each class. But if you miss one or two, do not worry. You can continue to come. Actually, each lecture is in and of itself contained, so you can still benefit. So actually, I wanted to start off with, as we mentioned in the introduction, there's a war of images and messages. And I wanted to show you a positive message, a positive image that Muslims are giving about themselves. When you see it, taken in the context of most Muslims in America feel that they are on the defensive and that they are misunderstood. And in fact, it wouldn't be an overstatement to say that Islam is the most misunderstood religion. And then after that, I want to show you a few negative images, just to be fair in what's going on out there. And then the course itself, and we'll start today, we really don't want to get into either side. We just want to present Islam as Islam from a Muslim and give you a chance to ask your questions. So for those who have attended the course before, you know that I like to show this video. This was a video made by young Muslim Americans, and so it's a very nice kind of twist to it. So let me just pull it up here real quick. And maybe if one of the brothers can get, Brother Saad got it, or Brother Ali, just the one on the left side. All right, so here we go. It's about 4 minutes, and then, all right. Okay, we can have the lights. It's all right. Thank you. Okay, so let's go here. So now you just saw that, and then immediately I'm going to show you this. Okay, so you can see already the mixed messages and confusion. So there are people who have posters that say Islam is peace, and this is an artist. He said Islam means 9/11. Right away, you see the stark feeling difference between the very sort of positive portrayal of Islam that the young Muslims are trying to do and how others are trying to demonize Islam and Muslims. This is, actually I just thought it was kind of funny, so I put it up here. It says pro-pig anda, okay? So it's a cartoon. It says, drawing the line against jihad, on sale now. Pigman, first time in print. So this is actually becoming an industry where Islam and Muslims and demonizing them, ridiculing them, mischaracterizing their beliefs and practices is actually slowly becoming a business for many people, actually. And there are, of course, legitimate fears and misunderstandings and what's going on because of the nature of the complexity of the world that we live in today, where you have 1.5 billion Muslims, and some of them may be acting in the right way or not. Some of them may be saying what Islam really is or not. So we wanted to have, at least here in Austin, a place where real human beings can come face to face and interact with one another and try to untangle some of the misconceptions that we may have of each other. That Muslims may have misconceptions of their non-Muslim neighbors, non-Muslims may have misconceptions about their Muslim neighbors. So I hope that this will be a good venue for that. So just a few more images here. Of course, right away when these are actually billboards that are going up, or bus advertisements that are going up in different cities, in some of the major cities. And you can see, of course, for those who, I think everybody in here understands, they're trying to connect. This is Goebbels, Hitler's media guy. So they're trying to connect Nazism with Islam. As far as I know, Hitler was not a Muslim. But if you know something different, let me know. let me in on it. But someone in a time in history that was very dark for humanity, they're trying to connect that with Islam and Muslims directly. They say Islam is not peaceful. And these are the same people who actually say that President Barack Obama is actually a Muslim who is trying to make America also a Muslim like him, and that he's just giving subliminal messages to pacify the rest of Americans towards Islam. So this is a real thing out there. And as soon as you search Islam on Google, you'll come across some positive things, and you also come across some of this sort of hate, some really hateful stuff out there. In this one here, it says, Islam is not peaceful. Islam is a suicide death cult. So the reason why I'm showing these images is to try for the audience here to see what the Muslims see and the effect that it has upon us. One of the effects could be that we will just go on the defensive mode and then just try to explain how Islam is peaceful, or how how does Islam treat women, or what is jihad, but actually we said we need to start at a foundational level. Just say, what is Islam? And that nobody would disagree about that. Everything that we'll present in this course, probably 99% of it, all of the different Muslim groups and backgrounds would all agree that this is their belief. Those who study Islam, who are not Muslim, would say this is their belief. So at least we start from a point of real information and knowledge. So this other one, it says, in any war between the civilized man and the savage, support the civilized man. So, and then it gets into some political stuff as well. Support Israel, defeat jihad. So this is what's going on in our society today. And it's a reality. It affects both Muslims who are growing up here and how they find their place in this nation. And it also affects non-Muslims and how they view the rest of the world in addition to their Muslim neighbors. And when I say Muslim neighbors, it's very literal. Many of you in this audience, my mom and dad's house were in Pflugerville.